So the last thing I want to do is just shit on this movie, this entire video. That's not my plan here. The last thing I want to do is shit on the last Star Wars movie. Like, come on. I don't want to do that. But I'm gonna be speaking the truth. I have a Star Trek shirt on. That's how pissed off I am at this movie. I'm just kidding. I don't really watch Star Trek. But I got the shirt gifted to me. But anyway, Rise of Skywalker. Alright, so with The Last Jedi, I saw that, and I remember putting up a little Snapchat the second I left the theater saying, I think I just saw the best Star Wars movie ever. I let it simmer in a bit, and then I was like, they made some decisions that were stupid. They really fucked up. It's a good movie overall. I do think The Last Jedi is a good movie. As much as people want to argue that, I think it's a very well-made movie. It's just not a good Star Wars movie, but I think it's a good movie. Rian Johnson, I think yeah, he directed it pretty well. The cinematography is pretty on point. I really love it. It's visually amazing. The story is a little bit weird, yeah, for Star Wars. The dialogue is a little weird and the jokes are a little weird, but overall, I don't think it's a bad film. I think it's a bad Star Wars film. I think it's a very bad Star Wars movie. As a film itself, or just a movie, I don't think it's bad. But anyway, here's what's wrong with The Last Jedi is that it's the middle one in the trilogy. So then we got The Rise of Skywalker, the one following up The Last Jedi, the one that fucked up the whole trilogy, in my opinion. It really messed up the lore of this trilogy. JJ had a plan, and you can tell by the beginning of Rise of Skywalker, that plan, fuck that plan. Now we got to do some retconning because of what Rian Johnson did. And first off, when you see Snoke at the beginning, first, there's all spoilers, by the way. When you see Snoke at the beginning and like that little like Dragon Ball tube that like Emperor had, he made that guy. That was his puppet. And how cool would it have been if JJ, what I'm thinking his plan was eventually revealed as Darth Plagueis. I'm assuming that was his plan. And then Force Awakens comes out, you know, we see a little bit of Snoke. Then The Last Jedi, if Rian Johnson would have been like, all right, let's keep the Snoke thing going, build up Snoke, because, you know, I thought the scenes with Snoke were actually the best scenes of The Last Jedi. And then Snoke the big bad in The Rise of Skywalker. So with Snoke, I do think Snoke was actually more of a threat to Rey than Palpatine was. And isn't that something fucking crazy? This girl couldn't get her hands on fucking Snoke. She could not even face Snoke. She was able to defeat Palpatine. What? Alright, so let's talk about this movie. This movie, I think, was another mess. I think it was a fucking shit show. I think it was a mess completely. I did not enjoy it. Some jokes made me laugh, yeah. But overall, I don't like Finn, Poe, or Rey all that much. Rey's cool, I guess. Just these three characters have a lot of charisma. The actors do a great job at it. I think Poe has the most charisma. But goddamn, there's no development. I don't know a goddamn thing about them this entire movie. And Rise of Skywalker, all three of them just bicker all the time. Their development happen off screen. This is supposed to take place 1 year after The Last Jedi. For friends who've known each other for like a year, they really fight a lot. But alright, so Finn, Poe, and Rey, I'm going to talk about that. I did not like that. I didn't like their relationship. I thought it was a little bit forced. Whatever, it wasn't the worst thing in the movie. Lando Calrissian, I actually really liked. I really liked. Now let's talk about Kylo Ren, and then I'll get to the Emperor. Kylo Ren, I loved. In every movie, I liked this guy. I think Kylo Ren's a great character. He reminds me a lot of Anakin Skywalker. He is like the Anakin that we should have had, in my opinion. He's a very cool character. I really like Kylo Ren. He's like Jason Soto from the expanded universe. It's awesome. I really like Kylo Ren, especially his redemption when he's back to Ben Solo. He looked like a real Jedi. He took off that Kylo Ren outfit and he just had like normal black clothing on with a blue lightsaber. He looked like a goddamn Jedi. He looked cool as shit. He looked awesome. I really like Kylo Ren. The Emperor. Right, so the movie starts with the cross saying the dead speak. And the Emperor was for sure just retcon. He was not planned from the beginning. JJ had no other choice and was like, fuck it, let's bring the Emperor back. So what he could have done was had the whole Snoke Plagueis thing, but like Plagueis cheats death, just like in Revenge of the Sith. And they could have done something there, but whatever. Palpatine's back. The beginning I thought was actually really cool. I liked the whole scene of Kylo looking for Palpatine. And then they finally speak. That was cool, but hella rushed. Nobody in the galaxy is like, Palpatine's alive? holy, you're lying. Like, no, 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 no. Everybody's like Palpatine. Like, oh shit. Like, come on. Does nobody like not doubt this? It's a little bit stupid. The whole world is very dumb in this. The things I really liked were Lando Calrissian and Chewie getting the medal finally. He got the medal that he deserved. But I did not like this movie, guys. I thought it was such a disappointing ending to the saga. Um, Rey looking to the side when somebody asks her, "Who are you?" and she's seeing the Force ghosts of Luke and Leia. She's like Rey Skywalker, when in reality she is Palpatine's daughter. I'm sorry, granddaughter. I thought that was dumb. She just stole the last name. Was like, I'm Rey Skywalker. In reality, the Palpatines won if you think about it, because she's really a Palpatine. But all right. So the whole thing with Rey being Palpatine's granddaughter, I think, was very dumb. Super stupid. Who did this guy fuck to get this son? And eventually that son had Rey. Like, what? Where did this happen? Like, Palpatine didn't just create Rey. Like, no, he had a son with some woman in the galaxy, and then that guy had Rey. Like, what happened? Like, where is this story? I've never seen this story before. So it's just hella forced. The whole her lineage is very forced, and overall, I really do think it was a very disappointing movie. It had me so sad. By the end of it, I was like, just end it already. And it ended. And as soon as it said directed by J.J. Abrams, I was like, well, that's the end of the Skywalker story, and I'm very pissed. I gave this movie a 6 out of 10. It's gotten probably a 5 out of 10 now. It's gotten lower since I've let it simmer. But yeah, I'm very disappointed to bring this review out saying how much I didn't like it, because I wanted to love it. I was very excited for it. The trailers I thought was super epic, actually. But sadly, it's just not what I wanted. It didn't come out to be the movie I wanted. And it's sad for me to say that. I didn't want this. I didn't want this from Star Wars. I wanted something really good. And this ruined it for me. I am very upset. I really wish that they would have done a better job at this, because it deserved it. It really did deserve the ending that Star Wars deserves. It's a long-lasting franchise. Avengers Endgame ended awesomely. We're all satisfied. But not with this. Not with this. And that's what makes me very sad. I really wish that this would have been good. I really do. But sadly, they forced a lot of stuff. Palpatine, I thought, was a very dumb, just forcing. But when he was on screen, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was intrigued. I loved when he was using his thunder and cackling and killing, and destroying all these ships in the air. That was cool. And of course, everything with him I thought was really cool. But again, a lot of stuff was just forced and stupid. I thought it was a 4-hour long story and a 2-hour long movie. And that's not good. My head was held so low after this movie. I was so sad. But yeah, we hear a little bit of Anakin Skywalker, which is a little bit cool, I guess. But again, this movie was a major disappointment. There could have been way more. It would have been so cool seeing Hayden Christensen come back as a Force ghost, and maybe have done like a Lord of the Rings type thing or Harry Potter type thing, where all the ghosts come and fight along. That would have been something epic. Who knows? What they could have done, so many different things. That's what gets me upset. This is the finale of the Skywalker saga, and they could have done a lot more. But no, they forced Rey the Palpatine. Kylo was cool. He was the only one who had development throughout the series. Harrison Ford coming back was a little bit dope. I really did like that. That was cool. And actually, there's a CGI scene of young Mark Hamill and Carrie Fisher training Leia to be a Jedi. I thought that was really cool, actually. I really did like that. But other than that, guys, this movie, it was not fun for me, except when Emperor was on screen. I just couldn't wait till the Emperor came on screen. He was like a zombie for the most part when he was on screen. But when he went back to his cackling ways and going crazy, like, that's when it got good for me. I was like, okay, let's watch Palpatine. And then he dies in like 5 minutes. Guys, I'll have a bigger video on this eventually soon, a little bit more professional. But this is my thoughts. The Rise of Skywalker. I feel bad for JJ, because I know this was not his plan. As much as he wants to keep saying Emperor was there from the start. No, he wasn't. Watch the movie. Anybody who watches the movie, you know he was not. This was not the plan. Guys, watch the movie and let me know. Comment below. I'll make a bigger video on this, but I'm very sad to say this might be, to me, one of the worst Star Wars movies I've ever seen. I think I like The Last Jedi better, and that's saying a lot. That is saying a lot. Have a good one, guys.